Welcome back with another episode of TryHackMe.com on Scientisty TV. Thank you guys for joining and supporting us. Thank you very much. And let's get into it. But before we go on, let me copy the URL on my social so you guys can join us. Here we go. Some of them will go to some of my guys. And then we are live as well. Let me put it on my Discord channel. Because some of you guys were asking when I'm gonna stream, so this is live, guys, so you can join me. Let me disable the status so you guys can. All right, so we are live. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you for all the support that you guys are giving me on this channel. Although we were not streaming for 2 or 3 days, but you guys were always asking me and following up with me when I'm gonna do the streaming. In a sense, this is what I want. Just a moment. YouTube is receiving not enough video. Really? Why is that? Yeah, it's going great. YouTube is saying it's small. Why is that? Not enough to video maintain smooth streaming as such viewers can experience buffer. Really? Let's see. Um, I'm not sure why is that, but low streaming. Good. Fine. Okay, check it. Yeah, there is a stutterness here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the streaming and come back again. Okay? Yeah. Hopefully we are live again. This time the video quality should be okay. Yeah. Yes, look good. Excellent connection. Okay, so let's get to it. So today we're gonna do the red teaming threat intel. Sorry for this, guys. It was a issue I think with the OBS. Apply threat intelligence to the red team engagement and adversary emulation. Okay, this is the we have task 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see how much we can cover in a 1 hour window. Here we go. Experience in the game, whatever. Okay. Threat intelligence, TI, or cyber threat intelligence, CTI. I love CTI. Is the information or what was that? TTP. It was. Um, it was what? Tactics, techniques, and procedures, right? Tactics, techniques, and procedures. Yeah, attributed to an adversary, commonly used by defenders to aid in the detection measures. The red cell can leverage CTI from an offensive perspective to assist in the adversary emulation. So the cyber threat intelligence is basically okay. We'll learn about it. Let's get to it. Learning objectives: understand the basics of threat intelligence and how it can be applied to red team engagement. Learn how to create a threat intel driven campaign. Okay, use frameworks to understand concepts and leverage threat intelligence. Okay. Oh, we are back to streak one. Yeah. Okay. What is threat intelligence? Yeah, this is what we are learning. Want to learn? Expand upon task one. Okay. CTI, cyber threat intelligence, can be consumed to be taken action upon data by collecting IOCs, indicator of compromise, and TTPs, tactics, techniques, and procedure commonly distributed and maintained by ISACA's Information and Sharing Analysis Centers, ISACs. What is that, by the way? Let's check this out. Intro to ISAC. Oh, room is logged by Sona. You mean you cannot view us and its task content? Why is that? We have premium access. Okay, no issues. Intelligence platform and frameworks also aid in the consumption of CTI, primarily focusing on and overarching timeline of an all activities. Okay, yeah, because there are a lot of activities, so there are some center who collect the information for you. Okay, the term ISAC is used loosely in the threat intelligence landscape, often referred to a threat intelligence platform. Okay. Traditionally, defenders use the threat intelligence to provide context to ever-changing threat landscape and quantify findings. All right, IOCs, indicator of compromise. IOCs are quantified by traces left by adversaries such as domains, IPs, files, strings, logs, etc. alerts. The blue team can utilize various IOCs to build detections and analyze behavior. From a red team perspective, you can think of threat intelligence as the red team analysis of blue team's ability to properly leverage CTI for detections. All right, okay. In this room, we will be focusing on APT, Advanced Persistent Threat Activity, and how to leverage their documented TTPs, techniques and procedures. The next task will detail the specifics of the threat intelligence and its significance to the red team. Okay, so in the next task we'll be gonna see how it look like. All right, so the task 3 is applying threat intel to the red team. All right, as previously mentioned, the red team will leverage CTI to aid in adversary emulation and support evidence of an adversary behavior, right? So how you gonna know that there was some activity going on in your networks or in your environment, right? From logs, from images, from domain, IP addresses, or something like that, right? To aid in consumer CTI, CTI is cyber threat intelligence and collecting TTPs. Red team will often use threat intelligence platforms and frameworks such as Meter, ATT, it is called like Meter Attack or ATT, ampersand CK, Tiber EU, and OST map. Okay, so let's click on it. What does that mean? Meter or meter, adversarial tactics, techniques, and common knowledge attack, right? This cyber framework will collect known TTPs and categorize them based on various characteristics such as threat group, kill chain phase, tactic, objective, and goal, right? So ये हैं 4 हेडिंग हमारे पास, तो इनकी बेस के ऊपर जो है वो थ्रेट, जितने भी साइबर फ्रेमवर्क्स हैं सच एज मीटर अटैक हो गया, टाइबर ईयू और ओएसटी मैप, ये सारे इन चारों के ऊपर 4 मेन करेक्टरिस्टिक्स के ऊपर जो है पूरा फ्रेमवर्क खड़ा करते हैं या कैटेगराइज करते हैं, राइट। कैटेगराइज से मतलब है कि थर्ड ग्रुप के हिसाब से फिन 6, जो हमने पिछली दफ़ा देखा था, फिन 6 एक ग्रुप है जो कि अटैक करता है, अनोनिमस, फिन से वटेवर। और किल चेन की फेस के हिसाब से कि अगर आप रिकॉर्नेसेंस में हैं तो फिर क्या होगा, अगर आप सिर्फ वेपनाइज कर रहे हैं तो फिर क्या होगा, जब आपने डिलीवरी किया तो क्या होगा, पोस्ट अटैक क्या आप करने वाले हैं, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह। तो टैक्टिक्स आपका क्या टैक्टिक्स, मैन इन द मिडल, फिशिंग, सोशल इंजीनियरिंग, आपका क्या टैक्टिक्स क्या था, उसके हिसाब से जो है सारे फ्रेमवर्क्स बने हुए। इनको शायद आगे हम देखेंगे। वंस ए टारगेट एडवर्सरी इज सिलेक्टेड, ऑलराइट, टारगेटेड एडवर्सरी, एडवर्सरी में रहा था कि जो आप समझते हैं कि यार ये वाला जो ग्रुप है ना वो हमें अटैक कर सकता है रैंसमवेयर का, वी आर basically in bank domain, so an adversary can encrypt our data because we can bank data, we cannot live without this data, and for even a single day, so it's psychological pressure on you. If there is a ransomware attack and they are successful, then you need to pay the ransom to get the keys, and in most of the cases there is a 50% chance you will get the keys, or maybe you will not get the keys. And if it took a lot of time to encrypt the data, that means there will be a lot of time it needed to decrypt the data as well, even though you get the key, right? So these are all the pros and cons you need to know about them. Um, so in order to secure yourself as a blue team, so we are red team, so we'll do whatever it takes to emulate this adversary. Okay, the goal is to identify all TTPs, categorize with that chosen adversary, map them to a known cyber kill chain. This concept is covered further in the next task. All right, we'll see. Leveraging TTPs, tactics, techniques, and procedure is used as a planning technique rather than something a team will focus on during engagement execution. Yeah, we'll just take us as a blueprint, and then we'll modify it according to our engagement, and then we'll go with it. Depending on the size of the team, a CTI, cyber threat intelligence team, or threat intelligence operator may be employed to gather TTPs for the red team. All right, during the execution of engagement, the red team will use the threat intelligence to craft tooling, modify traffic and behavior, emulate the targeted adversary. This concept is covered further in task 5. Yeah. Alright. We'll wait for task 5. Overall, the red team consumes threat intelligence to analyze, emulate the behavior of the adversary through collected TTPs and IOCs. Indicator of compromise, right? Alright. Let's go on. This one task is completed. There's no practical, there's a lot of theory, right? Okay, let's go through it, right? So if you are living in EU, so you have Timber EU framework. Timber EU, no, it's not EU specific. It's just a name having EU, right? I'm not sure. Let's check it out, guys. If you're not sure, always check it out. All right, gonna put it in some other drive. Not specific to my CEH study. This is TryHackMe, and we are just put it there. And before I go anywhere else, let me check it on Google as well. I'm doing this in front of you so you know that yeah, it's the first EU-wide guide on the title. Yeah, so it's EU specific. Guys, this is EU specific. Threat intelligence based ethical red teaming is common framework developed by the European. Yeah, if we just read the next line, the Europe word was there. European Central Bank that centers around the use of the threat intelligence. See, if you don't know about anything and if you search about it and if you find some fact, then it will stay with you, right? Because you put some effort to get this information. But if you are just reading it, maybe you will forget it later on. But the word EU mean it's is for EU specific or EU wide, all the countries in the EU. From the ECB Timber EU white paper, the framework for threat intelligence based ethical red teaming, Timber EU enables European and national authorities to work with financial infrastructures and institutions, hereafter referred to collective as entities, to put in place a program to test and improve their resilience against sophisticated cyber attacks. All right. So we have a few things in here. First of all, we have preparation, testing, and closure. Okay. So in preparation, we have two things. Okay, generic threat landscape, and then we have engagement and scope, service procurement. Okay, threat intelligence provider. Then the red team provider. All right. Closure is remediation plan, and then you have result sharing, threat intelligence provider, and red team provider. So this is what we have. The main difference between this framework and other is the testing phase that requires threat intelligence to feed the red team's testing. All right. Yeah. तो टेस्टिंग फेज में क्या होता है कि जो चीज़ें आपके पास आएंगी थ्रेट इंटेलिजेंस से, वो आप रेड टीम को दे देंगे कि ये वीकनेस यूजली होती हैं बैंकिंग सिस्टम में, और ऐसे ऐसे कुछ लोगों ने इसको जो है वो एक्सप्लॉइट किया है, तो मे बी यू कैन यूज द सेम एज योर स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट एंड गो इट फ्राम देयर. सो EU के फ्रेमवर्क में एक चीज़ ज़्यादा है, वो है टेस्टिंग, और वो है रेड टीमिंग के लिहाज से टेस्टिंग. This is what they meant. This framework encompasses a best practice rather than anything actionable from a red team perspective. There are several public white papers and documents if you are interested in reading about this framework further. All right. So why not to have our own uh, this framework for our Asia specific countries or something, right? We can do that. And if you want to do that, mention my name. I gave you the idea. Or maybe I will be doing it before you do. All right. TTP mapping. Okay, let's go to the task 5. TTP mapping, it is the tactics, techniques, and procedures, right? It is employed by the red cell to map adversary collected TTPs to a shared cyber kill chain. Mapping TTPs to kill chain aids the red team in planning an engagement to emulate an adversary. All right. Begin the process of mapping TTPs. An adversary must be selected as target. All right. And adversary can be chosen based on. All right. They are saying that you need to आपने कोई टारगेट सेलेक्ट करना है एडवर्सरी के, आप कौन सा ग्रुप सेलेक्ट कर रहे हैं, आप फिन 6 कर रहे हैं, APT9 कर रहे हैं, वट एवर. सो ये आगे हमें बताएंगे इसके लिए. Begin the process of mapping TTPs. An adversary must be selected as a target. An adversary can be chosen based on target industry. Industry जैसे मैं banking industry कह रहा था, employed attack vector, country of origin, other factors. As an example of this task, we have decided to use APT39. This is a cyber espionage group. Let's check this out. Okay, so it is on meter attack, MITRE or meter, whatever. APT39 is one of the several names for cyber espionage activity connected by the Iranian Ministry of Intelligence and Security. Man, they are good. Through the front company Rana Intelligence Computing. Ooh, since at least 2014, APT39 has primarily targeted the travel, hospitality, academic, and telecommunication industry in Iran and across Asia. In Iran and also across Asia, right? But they are saying it is a Iranian Ministry of Intelligence, and they are attacking their own things. All right, across Asia, Africa, Europe, and North America to target individuals and entity considered to be a threat by the MOIS, Ministry of Intelligence and Security. They have Ministry of Intelligence and Security. And these are the techniques used. Application layer protocol, web protocol. Everybody has used HTTP in communication with this C2. C2, command and control system. has used remote access tool that leverage DNS in communication with C2. All right. Has used WinRAR and 7-zip to compress and archive stolen data. All right. Has used the BITS protocol. BITS, man. BITS, huh? What is this? Let me check this out, man. What is BITS? BITS. As may use BITS job to persist execution or clean up after malicious payload. Windows background intelligent transfer service. Oh, in a low bandwidth asynchronous file transfer mechanism exposed through common object model. That means it is the old one, right? It's based upon the COM objects. Which is commonly used by updaters, messengers, and other applications prefer to operate in the background using available idle bandwidth without interrupting other network application. File transfer tasks are implemented as the base job, which contains a queue of one or more file operation. Interface to create and manage bits job is accessible through PowerShell and bits admin tool. All right. Adversary may abuse bits to download, execute, and even clean up after running malicious code. तो आईओसीज जो कि इंडिकेटर ऑफ कंप्रोमाइज है वो बिट्स जॉब्स के ज़रिए से जो है वो उनको रिमूव कर रहे थे काफ़ी सोफिस्टिकेटेड है यार हाँ और इन्होंने पकड़ा है 2018 में इसको ओ बीकन जॉब्स लिखी हुई हैं एडमिन है भाईजान प्रोलॉग पैच वर्क ओह सोफिस्टिकेटेड है बहुत ये तो ब्रूट फोर्स एन क्रैक के ज़रिए से ऑलराइट क्लिपबोर्ड डाटा PowerShell बेसिक विजुअल बेसिक पाइथन विजुअल बेसिक लगता है कि काफ़ी पुराने बाबे उन्होंने हायर किए होते हैं VBS स्क्रिप्ट VBS स्क्रिप्ट मेलवेयर के जरिए से स्मार्ट FTP पासवर्ड डिक्रिप्टर टूल टू डिक्रिप्ट FTP पासवर्ड्स लोकल सिस्टम एक्सफिल्ट्रेशन ओवर C2 चैनल ऑलराइट SQL इंजेक्शन टूल यूज़ किए हुए हैं की लॉगिंग यूज़ ऑलमोस्ट सारी ही चीज़ें जो कि हैकिंग के लिए इस्तेमाल होती है हर शय यूज़ की हुई है कैब फाइल्स यूज़ की हुई हैं मीम कैट्स जो कि हमने देखा था कि फ्रेमवर्क है ओहो SMB SSH बल्कि ऑटोमेटेड कोई टूल है जो कि हर शय ही करता है राइट ये है सॉफ्टवेयर जो यूज़ करें क्रैक मैप मीम कैट्स PSXE ऑलमोस्ट हर टूल जो इस तरह का बड़ा काम करता है वो PSXE से XE की जितनी फाइलें हैं उससे चलाते हैं विंडोज क्रेडेंशियल लेटर LSS memory wow it's a big one man a very big and technically advanced cyber espionage group run by Iranian ministry known for targeting a wide variety of industries. We will use the Lockheed Martin, the F-16 wale cyber kill chain as our standard cyber kill chain to map TTPs. We have seen this before. Recon, weaponized delivery, exploit. डिलीवरी करने के बाद एक्सप्लोइटेशन करेंगे एक्सप्लोइटेशन में इंस्टॉलेशन के बाद कमांड एंड कंट्रोल करना कमांड एंड कंट्रोल के बाद एक्शन एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स और उसके बाद पोस्ट एक्सप्लोइटेशन जो आप करना चाह रहे हैं फर्स्ट साइबर फ्रेमवर्क वी विल बी collecting DTPs from is meter attack or ADT and CK. If you are not familiar with meter attack, it's provide IDs and description of the categorized CTPs. For more information about meter and how to use attack, check out the meter room. All right, we'll also see the meter room. Later on, they have like 9 tasks, so we'll see. Basic summary. Okay, the attack provide a basic summary of a groups collected TTPs. We can use the attack navigator to help us visualize each TTP and categorize its place in the kill chain. Yeah. Very, very important, guys. जैसे आप नेविगेटिव फीचर वगैरह करके तो ये क्रिएट कर सकते हैं अपने लिए. We'll move on. Get back to this one, that one, that one. Well, let's continue this one. One moment, guys. Okay. To help us visualize HTTP and characterize its place in the kill chain, Navigator visualize the tag chain with the adversary designed TTP highlighted under the corresponding subsection. To use the attack navigator, navigate to the group summary page. Next to the techniques used, navigate to attack navigator layers. From the drop down, navigate to view, and an attack navigator layer should have opened with the selected group's TTPs highlighted in the new tab. Going to the navigator layer, we can assign various TTP we want to implement during the engagement. Below is a compile kill chain with the map TTPs of the APT 139. So this is what they will be using. Reconnaissance. No identified TTP use internal team methodology. Okay, weaponize command and scripting interpreter. PowerShell, Python, or VBA, Visual Basic. Uh, this is Visual Basic Script or VBA, Ampliant. User executed malicious attachment. Okay, deliver exploit public facing application. Okay, spear phishing that admin will be sending to the specific employee of the company. Exploitation, registry modifications, casual task, key logging, credential dumping. All right, installation, ingress tool, transfer, proxy usage, command and control, web protocol, HTTP, HTTPS, DNS. Actions on objective exfiltration over C2. Mm-hmm. Okay, return attack will do most of the work needed, but we can also supplement threat intelligence information with other platform and frameworks. Another example of TTP is OST map. OST map, I think we already saw it in our previous. No, we haven't. Search by name. We want to go with APT 39. They did not. APT. Uh, Black one look like, right? APT1 and Emissary Panda, Blackbone, Vajam, Lolbot, Cyberbait, Chain Shot, Hacking Team. Westy man. Go on. Let's check this out. On the APT section, we want to just explore uh, layers. We want to just view how it will look like. Oh, so these are the tools they have been using. PowerShell, Python, VBA, sphere attacking, sphere phishing attacks, sphere phishing links, valid accounts, exploit public facing application tools. So all of the things that we will be using are highlighted, right? Bidirectional communication, whatever. All right, pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, let's go down. Okay, OSC map provide a visual map to link multiple threat actors and their TTPs. Yes, we saw that. Other open source and enterprise threat intelligence platform can aid red teamers in adversary emulation and TTP mapping, such as Mandiate Advantage. I don't know what does that mean. Okay, this is a framework. OnTick, CrowdStrike, Falcon. open source. These are the open source and enterprise threat intelligence framework. If you want, we can search for it one by one just to make sure we have enough information. Real-time threat intelligence accelerates security decision and reduce risk with our unrivaled cyber threat intelligence. Only mandate advantage customer will know more about their adversary than anyone else. Really, on tech. Let's see. We have here. On tech is a globally trusted aerospace partner in a sport. No, we are looking for premium. That's haunted database and data group. I'm not sure if this is the uh, open source tool or code strike. Yeah, advanced security and protection products. Yeah, this is the enterprise one. Flexible when it comes to the meeting a security needs. Yeah, you can check this one out as well. All right, let's get to the answers. Completed. How many command and control techniques are employed by Carbana? Search it here. This is called searching it. Should not take that much of time. Might just take time. The question is how many command and control techniques are employed by Carbanac? The command and control, I think only two, right? Remote access software and the bidirectional communication, two of them. Hope this is correct answer. Yeah. What signed binary did Carbonite use for defense evasion? Signed binary. Evasion, defense evasion. Signed binary. Digital modify. Uh, this is master task or service. This is masquerading task. Has corporate legitimate service names to use for malicious services. Masquerading match legitimate names or location. Signing signed binary did use for defense evasion. Signed binary, so that means there is just one binary, and this is SVC host. I think this is what they are. XZ. Oh, really? Defense evasion tactic. Here. Oh, yeah, this is run DL32. Run DLL32. DLL32. Yeah. What initial access technique is employed by car? Banana. Initial access. This is valid accounts. Valid. Yeah, we are done with that. Alright, three more to go. Let's carry on. CTI, cyber uh, threat intelligence, can also be used during engagement execution, emulating the adversary's behavioral characteristics, such as C2 traffic, command and control traffic, user agents, ports, protocol, listeners profile, malware, and tooling IOCs, indicator of compromised behaviors. The first behavior use of the CTI uh, cyber threat intelligence we will show cases C2 command and control traffic manipulation, and a red team can use CTI to identify adversaries traffic and modify their C2 traffic to emulate it. Okay, an example of red team modifying C2 traffic based on gathered CTI is marble profiles, mal malleable profile. Marble. Okay, and let's see what is that. Malleable command is cobalt strike. Ah, okay. User guide. So if we make a little bigger, yes, HTTP indicator are controlled by the malleable command and control. Malleable C2 profile. A malleable C2 profile is a simple program that specifies how to transform data and store it in a transaction. The same profile that transport and stores data interpreted backwards. Guys also extracts and recover data from a transaction. To use a custom profile, you must start a Cobalt Strike team server and specify your profile at the time, like this team server. You may also load one profile per Cobalt Strike instance, viewing the loaded profile. So this is related to the Cobalt Strike as a C2. A malware profile allows the team to operate to control multiple aspects of the C2's listen traffic. Okay, information to be implemented in the profile can be gathered from ISAC आइसैक फ्रेमवर्क्स जैसे कि मीटर है उसके अंदर सारा कुछ बताया हुआ है नेविगेटर में हम ऑलरेडी देख चुके हैं कलेक्टेड आईओसीज और पैकेट कैप्चर्स इंक्लूडिंग सो जैसे ही आप आहिस्ता आहिस्ता साइबर सिक्योरिटी की लाइन में आगे चलते जाते हैं तो आप जो हैं सेम टेक्निक जो इन्होंने अप्लाई की हैं इन्हीं टेक्निक से ऊपर आप अपनी चीज़ें राइट करते हैं और बिकॉज वो नई चीज़ होती है और अभी सिग्नेचर बेस्ड नहीं पकड़ी गई होती किसी भी एंटीवायरस में तो वो उधर से आप गुजार के आराम से जो है ये टेक्निक्स जो यूज़ कर सकते हैं नई चीज़ें बनाने के लिए दैट मीन नया फ्रेमवर्क आप बना सकते हैं वो टोटली अनडिटेक्टेड इंटरनेट पे आप लॉन्च कर सकते हैं सो इट्स या so you don't have anything to protect you unless you implement some defenses based upon the APTs that you detect for old attacks. For example, APT 39 that we were seeing that there. If you are able to protect against that APT, that means the any new framework that is created on top of this APT 39 a profile, it will not be able to harm your infrastructure or environment. Information to be implemented in the profile can be gathered from ISAC and collected IOCs or packet capture, including post header, post URLs, server responses, and headers. The gathered traffic can aid a red team to make their traffic look similar to the targeted adversary to get closer to the goal of adversary emulation. The second behavior use of CTI is analyzing behavior and actions of an adversary's malware and tools to develop your offensive tooling that emulates similar behaviors or has similar vital indicators. An example of this could be an adversary using a custom dropper. The red team can emulate the dropper by identifying the traffic, observing syscalls and API calls, identifying overall dropper behavior and objective, tampering with the file signature and IOCs, and intelligence tools gather from the behavioral threat intelligence can aid a red team in preparing these specific tools they will use to action plan TTPs. All right. Yeah, this is what I told you. You're gonna create your own tool based upon the specific TTPs, how they have used it. All right. So in this one, we have a view website as well. Let's launch it. Uh, wait, is so big, man? Should we uh, check answers? Okay. A intel driven campaign will take all knowledge and topics previously covered and combine them to create a well planned and researched campaign. All right. The task flow in this room logically follows the same path you would take as a red team to begin planning a campaign. Identify framework and general kill chain. Yeah, we'll be using the Lockheed Martins, right? Identify framework. Yeah, we have identified the framework. Determine target adversary. Uh, what is this? Enter. Identify adversary TTPs and IOCs. Okay. We can map gather threat intelligence to kill chain or framework. Okay. Draft maintain needed engagement documentation. Determine use needed engagement resources tool C2 modification domains. All right. In this task, we will be walking through a red team's thought process for beginning to end of the planning a threat intel driven campaign. All right. The hardest part of planning a threat intel driven campaign can be mapping two different cyber frameworks. टू डिफरेंट साइबर फ्रेमवर्क्स को जो है ए फ्रेमवर्क में जो कस्टम आपका हो उसमें आप कंबाइन कर सकते हैं. To make this process simpler, we have provided a basic table comparing the Lockheed Martin cyber kill chain and meter attack framework. So we have recon on the meter side, reconnaissance. Second is weaponization. Second is execution, delivery, initial access. Exploitation is also initial access. Installation, precision, and defense evasion. Command and control is command and control, action or on objective, exfiltration or impact. To begin working through this task, download the required resources and launch the static site attack attached to this task. Your team has already decided to use the Lockheed Martin CyberKill. Yeah, I saw that. To emulate the APT 41. Okay, as the adversary that best fits the client objective and scope. Open the provided attack navigator layer and indicate. Okay, let's leave that. Let's open up the layer in the meanwhile for study. Once TTPs are identified, map them to the fabrication chain in the static side. To complete the challenge, you must submit one technique name per kill chain section. Once chain is complete, you have received the flag. Submit it below. Alright, do that. So this is where we do the weaponization, right? Weaponize. We need to take just one. So development is We are fishing attachment. Fishing voucher. For voucher. The next one is delivery initial access. Fishing attachment. Recon weaponization, delivery, exploitation, initial access as well. आगे है installation, which defense and invasion. Installation, environmental key, और क्या? File deletion, environmental key. Command and control. Control web protocols. Let's put this one. Web source hijacking. This one is encrypt. Okay, so this is what we have put here. Phishing. Recon weaponization. This is delivery. Let's check if we can. Delivery is initial access. Initial access. Rotation of client execution. I think this is the third one, delivery, and then exploitation itself, which is initial access as well. Dose management. These are the previous explanation what the scrum that is saying. Sure. Let's see. So minutes. Rotation of client execution. This is what we put. Okay. Installation, persistence. Its jobs. Okay, okay. We are reading it not correctly. Bits. Job. Let's start it from beginning then. In this case, we wanted the initial access. So this is the initial access. Valid accounts. Fourth one is exploitation, which is also initial access. Exploitation of client execution. Exploitation of client execution. Then command and control. Installation is bits job. Installation. Uh, Fallback channels. Proxy. That's what proxy. Log actions on objective exploitation. Fact is the source item. Alright. We have put the PowerShell spare phishing attachment, external remote services, bits jobs, DNS. It is highlighting this one, not this one. Not sure how they calculated. This now, and exact words you need to put, right? Oh man. Right, what web shell apt41 known to use? Web shell is this one. Copy ASPX spy. Oh, ASPX. Old one, web farms. What Lulbars living off the land binary and script tooling does use to aid the bits admin. Ingress, yeah. Bits. Shadow add. Oh, the name is shadow add. What? Man. DX shell. Google Transfer. Use Cert utility to download additional files. 30 utility. Not sure, but let's try. Yeah. What tool does APT41 use to mine and monitor SMS traffic? SMS traffic. FIFA. Message tab. Sure. Let's try. Yeah. So with that, we are done. With this one conclusion, when planning an engagement, it is essential to note the significance of the adversary emulation and how threat intelligence can aid you in identify adversary and their behaviors. Each red team will have its methodology of collecting and digesting threat intelligence in the real world. This covered basic ground level knowledge of varying concepts commonly applied to a red team scenario. When planning an engagement, remember that it is crucial to look at scenarios from all perspectives: offensive, defensive, and the adversary. Offensive, defensive, and adversary. All right. Threat intelligence allows us as the red team to look deeper into an adversary behavior by using the blue team's methodology to our advantage. All right. Yay! Click to reveal. All right. So we'll click to reveal. 3 months premium voucher. Yay! 7 days try. Yo! Right. The next room is Red Team OPSEC. Let's go. So guys, Red Team OPSEC, it have 8 hours. So we'll continue. The next time we'll come back maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll come back and we'll continue with the Red Team OPSEC. Thank you very much, guys, whoever was watching and supporting me on either on Discord or the YouTube channel. We'll be come back later on, inshallah, tomorrow. So stay safe, stay tuned, and be happy. Happy learning. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Bye. Hey.